Yo, it's Value for Value. Welcome back to another video. This is another episode of Eyes Don't Miss. So you know about this girl called Lipa. She just grew up one day and blew up from nowhere. In fact, the story of her rise to fame is very funny. She said she's a girl who uploaded videos on YouTube doing music covers and getting views. Then all of a sudden she got signed by Warner's Bros. In fact, I've never seen a YouTuber doing music cover videos who got signed by Warner's Bros. The whole story is shady and very stupid because you can come up and deceive people in that style. The truth about Dua Lipa is that she's an industry plant who was created, groomed and dropped by the music industry. No doubt she blew up like crazy. In fact, she was promoted everywhere. I took note of this girl, but for the sake of this video, I won't speak about her satanic imagery, her satanic symbolism which she always pulls up in her music videos or her pictures. I'm going to expose something which is even more cringy. According to a group of truthers who are into trans investigation, they expose the fact that Dua Lipa is not a woman, she's a man. She's a man in drag and she has been deceiving us for a long period of time. In fact, even though the evidences are out there, but let's talk about it just a little. Take a look at this. What is that? That is supposed to be the Adam fruit, right? So how come she's a woman and she has the Adam fruit? Except they did some pretty dark stuff and turned her from a man into a woman. That's crazy. And let's forget about that. Number one, she's quite tall, which is good. But if you look at her arms, her upper arms is normally supposed to be shorter if she's a woman. But in this part of the picture, you can see how her upper arms are longer, which is not common for women. The truth is that God is not stupid. God gave completely different futures between man and woman because probably he knew that one day stuff like this may happen, because this agenda is Baphomet. This is a Baphomet agenda. And I know some people they belong to certain communities or they have different beliefs about certain things, but you don't deceive people. Why do you go ahead and lie people? Aren't people supposed to be a little bit honest? I know that this agenda is very common in Hollywood, but at least if you're part of that community, just be straightforward. Like, let people know exactly what you stand up for, but don't hide behind the scene and deceive people. You know, people are men and they are lusting after you, and that is why when you see these people, they are very good at doing hypersexualization. They go around, shake their ass, they expose their body because truly they are not what they express. And it's crazy thinking about that. In fact, it's crazy looking at that in hindsight. And it's not about hating people. If you decide to flow with a certain agenda, at least you should come out and be honest about it. You know, yeah, you might get some hate from people, but at the end of the day, people will still love you if that is what they believe, if that is what they want. But when you deceive people and they live their whole life believing that you're something, you're this, but in reality you're not really that, it's really hurting. And I know some people will get angry with this because of what they feel or think about certain things, but when you say love is love, you can say love is love if you don't love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love another person? Because it's human nature to be intrinsically selfish and self-centered. So if you don't love yourself, how do you expect to love other people? So it's really crazy. I know we live in a messed up generation, but there are certain things that people have to draw a line and put a dot on it. And that's it.